Ooh, hello, my chaotic crew. It is I, Bentley Michaels. So, just a little Season 4 announcement. Hey, welcome to Season 4. I know. I'm sorry I can't be your DM anymore, but it's time for me to play, baby. Time for me to shine. But I just wanted to let you know a little bit of announcement at the top. If you didn't notice the explicit tag on your podcast, on your podcast app there, we are not going to be bleeping curse words this season. Normally we bleep them, but we're not going to be bleeping them this season. So if you listen at work on a big old speaker and you're just bumping out some D&D and you don't want to hear fart or shoot, said, out loud, just a little heads up. Fair enough. But Season 4, we will not be bleeping the curse words. We're not going to, try to be, aggressive about anything, but we're just not going to be bleeping them. So just a little heads up. And with that said, hey, thank you very much for tuning into Season 4. It's going to get started. I'm excited. Are you excited? Okay. Well, we're going to listen to it right now. Okay, Season 4. It starts.
In a vast landscape full of adventurers, you are now listening to the world of chaotic amateurs.
Welcome to Season 4 of Chaotic Amateurs. I'm your host and DM Alex. To my right, I have...
Dash.
And I'm Bentley.
Are we not doing character names? I'm Rhett.
Are we not?
Not yet.
Yeah.
I'm Caleb. I'm Milo.
All right. So this is the beginning of Season 4. You all know where you've ended up. You've all ended up at the Shooting Star Inn. Mm-hmm. You are the only patrons of the inn tonight. The innkeeper, Morgan, has set you up with the rooms you need. Rounds of drinks have been given out. You've all had a bit of a struggle to get here. It's been a long day and turning into a long night. Being the only ones at the tavern, you have spent most of this evening kind of getting to know each other. Finding out little bits and pieces about each other. I'd like to take this time to go around and have everyone just kind of divulge what they have told everyone else about their character. A way to introduce your character as you want to. We'll start it with my right. I don't even know your character's name yet.
I am Thrakis. Thrakis Wolfsbane Anakalathai. You can call me Thrak. Or Wolfsbane. Or Wolf. Or Thrakis, or Anakalathai, or whatever you want. It doesn't matter to me. Just give me my axe and let me swing it in the direction of my enemy's head. I've been fighting on the southern front against the mages for the kingdom for some time, but now I find myself in need to douse my axe in blood yet again. But the enemies, I don't know who they'll be. As you can tell, I am a Goliath. I am formidable in height and stature, and you're probably scared, but it's okay. I won't fight you unless you are my enemy. Then I will sunder your head from your body, and I will drench your blood onto my head. In the name of my god, Cord. Do you know Cord? No? Okay.
Well, of
Tough
course
crowd,
I know.
that's right.
Cord. Probably read
Right, well, I guess that's my turn.
All right. So me?
Yeah.
There we go.
We'll go around just the same.
My name's Riff. You can call me Riff. And as you can tell, I'm a monk. Pretty cool. I've got these sweet nunchucks with knives on the end of them. Back off. Don't get too close to me. All right? I'm a monk. I like to, and I'm sneaky. think about it. Where am I? Who knows? I don't know. Do I have your wallet? Probably.
I barely have clothes on.
And that's what I like about you.
Yes.
You're always you.
I know. I have no money.
Yeah. Riff Night Meadow is my name. And I'm a monk. I'm pretty awesome. Who's next?
Well, before you sits a finely dressed man in only the nicest silks that money can buy. He is blue of skin, blue of eye. His hair is wispy white like clouds drifting high through the sky. And he raises his glasses as Thrak and Riff make their acquaintance, and he says, "Well, it is an absolute pleasure to finally make your acquaintance, Wolf and Riff. Well, I like you both quite a lot. You seem like a real party animal, a right party animal. Isn't that right, Riff? I'm afraid that I'm a little overdressed for the occasion. I do apologize. If I had known that this would be a hair down situation, I might have disrobed earlier." That was really good. You guys just didn't even laugh.
Yeah.
At that.
We've driven the joke too far.
Good. Well, anyway, I am pleased to make your acquaintance, but as we are only informal acquaintances, I'd prefer it if y'all just took to calling me Zephyrus for the time being. How about you, friend?
How do you spell Zephyrus?
Zephyrus. Zephyrus.
Like a zephyr.
Yes.
What's your class?
Sorcerer Warlock.
Hmm.
The warlock.
Sorcerer Warlock.
I'm just gonna put warlock.
Oh boy. So before you sits a roughly 6 foot tall half orc, gray, dirty hair, kind of salt and pepperish in color. Skin is gray in tone. Clothes are like a bleached hide, made mostly of skin from actually sea creatures and a few land creatures that has been tanned and made into like a light leather armor. He has a mask which he pulls up anytime he's in town in casual situations. It's just kind of slung up on the top of his head, and his face on his forehead, kind of the most distinguishing thing, is he's got a bit of a tattoo on his forehead, but it looks almost like an Ash Wednesday smudge, but it's a runic symbol that looks like two chevrons pointing in either direction. And he says, let's see if I can do it.
Oh,
Don't build it up. You're
Caleb's
building
gonna
it
do a
up.
voice.
You're making it worse.
Look away, everybody.
Yeah, it's gonna be just a gravelly yamhorn if we're being serious.
It's all Durak is.
Let me find it. I can't find it. My name is Scory Telbrun, and I hail from the seas. The seas is all I've known. The seas is all I care about. But the seas also brought me here. I've got somewhere I need to be. I've got someone possibly coming after me, and in order to get some help, there's somebody I need to see. And that's really all I'm going to say about it. So, pleasure to meet you.
Well, pleasure to meet you, Mr. Tailbroom.
And I didn't. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Real quick. I didn't realize we were doing descriptions as well.
Oh yeah, go
So
ahead. Yeah.
I'm a 2'10" bald halfling.
And what was your character's last name? I'm so sorry.
Night Meadow.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I forgot to.
Basically, kind of like in my robes are all black and gray. So imagine like the Kylo Ren version of Aang from Last Airbender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You likey.
I guess I should describe my guy then. Yeah.
I assume we got it by the voice.
Yeah, I feel like I could picture your character.
A naked giant. That's with no wallet.
No.
He's just got a loincloth around the
loincloth,
leg.
He has a loincloth. He's 7 feet tall. He's got light gray skin. He's got these dark patches kind of dotting his skin, which is like a mark that Goliaths have. And but he also has like some blue kind of like paint. It looks like ceremonial that he puts on. It just looks like he puts his hand in paint and then presses it onto his face. And he carries a big great axe, which I want to describe because it's important. It's important. The great axe is what you'd imagine a great axe look like. However, the shaft of the axe just looks like a bone of a very large creature, which is where he got his name Wolfsbane from his clan, because when he was young, he wandered into a wolf's den and found the femur of a giant dead animal and killed like 3 wolves with it.
Nice.
And then he used that and fashioned it into his great axe, and that's what his clan gave him.
Dope.
So there you go.
That's cool. One other thing about Scory is he has an undercut of sorts for his hair, and he's got a tattoo that runs along the side of his skull. It is like an octopus, and the tentacles actually wrap down the side of his face. And
Takashi 69.
yeah, terrible face tattoos all over. A rainbow grill, all sorts of nastiness. Anyway, yeah.
But sitting at the head of the table, where of course he belongs.
I already don't like this.
You see a Warforge. He appears to have my thing just cut out. I don't know if that's.
I still.
We can hear you.
Okay.
You probably just unplugged yourself on accident.
No, it was my foot.
Okay.
He gotcha.
He's a Warforge. He's wearing a dark cobalt colored tunic. It has white wooden clasps, black leather. He's got a black carpenter belt that's slung really low. His legs are black leather pants with leather straps and buckles with various pouches all over. If you look in his face, if you're brave enough to venture up there and make eye contact,
his eyes are up here.
It's bright copper. It's been polished very, very finely. Small almond-shaped light blue glowing eyes. A very tight mouth. Slightly pushed out nose with a rectangular slit, just large enough to intake the smells around him. His ears are stacked and hexagonal, and they kind of rotate as he listens. And he wears a brown leather newsboy cap. Like you guys know.
Patty
Okay.
And he's roughly 6 feet tall. Appears to be medium build for a human, if he were one of them. Long arms, and his fists look a little oversized, and kind of burly. He also has a companion that kind of sits relatively near him. It's about 5 feet tall. If it's standing, the body is large, metal and sphere. It's about 2 feet in diameter, with long metal legs, short arms, and a tail that protrudes from the back, hangs loosely to the floor, then loops and narrows into a slot into the sphere on the top. There's one large blue eye that's raised out, and there's a bunch of polished metal around it to protect it. It appears that the ball can rotate around the leg sockets that's there.
Wait,
Are you going to introduce yourself, though?
wait! I want to hear that last part again.
His friend. Yeah, he's got a friend.
Okay,
And he introduces himself. My name is Bol, and this is my companion. He is named Chain. And we are here investigating some unusual happenings with the Warforge in this area of Colinia. Sure. And perhaps we'll find out a little more information later on.
All right.
Put her there.
Perfect.
I love it, dude.
Tosses his paper into the fire.
That was great. So yeah, this is the drinking companions you have for the night. The tavern keeper, the innkeeper, comes up. He was upstairs getting all the rooms set, and he comes down. All your rooms are set. I'm glad to see you're enjoying the drinks. How is everyone doing? Are you enjoying everything the inn has to offer tonight?
I am certainly enjoying everything your fine establishment has to offer. If I may say, I have never tasted wine as sweet as this, and I think we're going to need another bottle or two for my friends here.
Oh yes, of course.
Can I get another cup of water?
A cup of water, yes.
Yeah.
There will be no drinking of water when you are hanging out with Zephyrus.
Dude, I'm 11 years old. Get fucked, bud.
We can't serve the younger ones.
Oh, I didn't understand
hard
that
alcohol.
there was
But a water or
drinking
even a
age.
beer if you'd like.
No, I want water.
Water. Yes. And he goes behind the counter, grabs a bottle of wine, the same one you were drinking before, a cup of water, kind of looks up to everyone, and anything else?
I'll take a tankard.
A tankard of ale. Big man.
Yes, if you have a keg of ale, I will take that. You can set it here, and I will bust it open from the top and pour it into my mouth.
The dwarven special, yes. The crafter clans
Yes.
sometimes
Yes, that would be
will do that.
fantastic.
Very fun.
I'm sorry, did you say Crafter Clan?
Yes, the dwarves from the crafters sometimes come down, and they like to drink heavily.
This beer's from them. The beer we're drinking.
Oh no, the crafters don't produce beer; they just tend to drink it in large quantities.
I see.
They
Yes.
are my sort of dwarves.
Real quick, Milo, what was your character's name? Did you say it?
Ball.
Ball.
Ball and chain,
I know
son.
that.
Ball and chain.
I printed off your stuff. I should know that.
And he brings the drinks around, sets everyone up. A keg is brought for you, and there's a small keg stand that the keg sits on. That's just right next to you. And he's kind of polishing the glass, getting them ready for everyone, and just looks around and says, "Well, what brings you all to the Shooting Star Inn tonight? What's your destinies for the evening?"
I'm
I'm going to drink this water.
going to drink ale. I seek my next adventure, and my next battle, my next glory in conquest.
I see. Have you found much conquest recently?
No.
No, it just seems you
Lot
look
failure.
like someone who might have been part of the
Yes.
the Usaman military.
Yes. We didn't exactly win.
Oh, he looks like a strong one to me. I think I could probably take him if I had to, though.
Oh, is that a challenge?
Well, I don't know. And he kind of ball kind of like
Yes.
bounces back and
Yes,
forth.
I will take the ball and I will shove it onto your head, replacing your head with it. And I will push you around the town square before cleaving you in two with my axe.
Whoa! We can't have blood spilt here, but
He doesn't have
A
blood.
game.
That's what's funny. Just coils and springs. It's technically not murder. That's what I was told.
Well, this is a rather spirited group I find myself amongst.
Yes.
I have to say, I admire your spirit, both of you, and I think that it would be remiss if I did not try to mark the occasion with a song. I'm not going to sing it, though. I was hoping that you guys had one.
Are you?
Oh, no.
no. Sometimes
you to
I have a
sing.
bard in that plays, but he's off for the night.
Well, that is
bummer.
rather unfortunate.
Yes. A rousing drinking song, though. Do you all know of any?
I would love to drink a rousing drinking song.
I just drink water.
Does anyone know any drinking songs?
I know some sea shanties, but they'd be over your head.
I don't.
There
really need to
was one drinking song. that I might have heard on the way here, but,
You would like to sing it then, yes?
well, it's rather
Scory
long.
slaps you
and
on the
I
back.
only agree to sing it if we can finish it in its entirety. There are 99 verses, and it begins like this.
Oh, this sounds terrible.
Oh, there's 99 bottles of beer on the wall.
That's enough.
I don't like that.
We don't need to sing that song.
Would you like to hear a Goliath tune
Please.
when we drink?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, if there is a tune from your
Most men
lanes,
don't enjoy Goliath songs because they're harsh and abrasive.
that is
Lot of
absolutely nonsensical.
Guttural sounds and groaning and moaning. But would you like to hear it?
Dude, sing it already.
All right. You were a feisty little boy. Here we go. Oh, drink beer till you die. That was basically it.
Is there
very
any
fine.
more verses to that? Or?
No, it's just that over and over.
It's
until
simple
you,
and to the point. That's why I
yes,
like it.
until you
Drink
pass out.
beer and die.
Yes,
I
drink
say,
beer till you die.
Drink beer till you die.
Drink
beer
Till you die. Drink beer till you die. Drink beer till you die.
Perfect.
I've never known love.
Yes, another round for you all. This is
Another round.
rousing.
Yeah, more water.
Barkeep,
More water.
Of course.
And he runs over, grabs some more, you know,
Can
a
you
pitcher
bring
of
it out in
ale
like a little mini barrel thing like his?
of water.
Yeah.
I can put that together. Don't worry. Yes. And he kind
Tiny
of goes
cake for a tiny
downstairs.
How exactly
back
is
up.
a child gonna pay for her lodgings?
I've got my ways, pal.
You've paid up, yes. Everyone here, everything's been settled.
You're welcome.
Your rooms are ready for the night. Whenever you wish to take use of them, I have some food for you to eat, and I will make breakfast in the morning. But just please enjoy yourselves in the inn. This is a place that you should feel like home.
Scory,
No cheese.
No cheese.
Yeah. Bad stuff.
Oh, I see. I once knew a young lad that had a similar issue. No cheese.
Yeah.
Got it.
Scory leans over the table, elbows on the table, and says, "So where are y'all headed?"
Well, I find my way heading towards home, if you will.
Whereabouts?
Uh,
Do you know?
well, of
Take
course,
a second and read it.
I'm just trying to make sure if there's directions on my paper that I can say them correctly. However, I am headed to my family's estate up north. There we go.
Yes.
Correct direction.
Anywhere near Vasseur?
Not that you know of.
I don't think I've ever had the pleasure of hearing of Vasseur.
It's a shame.
It sounds like a beautiful place, I'm sure.
It's not.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. But beauty is just a perspective, you see.
Very profound.
Yes, that is beautiful.
The giant's
Oh,
crying.
bud.
That's the wisest thing I've ever heard.
Well, I don't know if you all hear.
I pat Thrax back.
Ah,
What about you?
Feels good.
I barely feel it. You've
I don't know
tiny
if you all hear
hands.
about. Where am I going with this accent? I don't even know.
I like it, though.
Let's find it together.
It sounds like Crazy Robot, like talking fast.
We'll find it. Well, I don't know if you all heard about what's going on with these. Where is it? Warforge in the area.
You did mention something about that earlier.
I've heard some unusual things going on.
Well, what have you heard?
Thrax, you would know the Warforged are one of the main enemies that the kingdom is facing against. That's the soldiers that the mages control. So that does ring a bell. Warforged. You would know that in this area to the east is quite a lot.
I know, fighting for the kingdom of Usama. Did I say that right?
Wait.
Usama.
Usama.
Oh,
But you
thank
can
God.
say
Fighting
however
for
you
the
like.
kingdom of Usama. The Warforged are used as soldiers for the mages. The mages who we've been fighting for some time now. So it sounds like the Warforged east of here could be dangerous. I like it.
So
And have you heard about them?
Yes, I have.
And you've seen them?
Yes, I fought them. Many of them in battle. I fought so many things in battle. I've seen so much death.
Is there anything
He's crying again.
unusual you've recognized with him?
No, I'm not very smart. Or perceptive.
I can
Just
see
warforged and
You look
mages.
strong, though.
Oh, I am so strong!
Strong, something to be proud of.
And he flexes.
Ball? Ball, is it?
Yeah.
Why aren't you with them?
Oh, I am what you call an aura forge. I'm kind of a unique person. I use a special magical element to power myself.
What are you made of?
Well, as you can see, I've got copper and some red oak, and but primarily I'm powered by aura.
Hmm.
And that is some excellent craftsmanship, if I do say so myself.
Well, thank you very much.
Is there anything you disagree with?
Well, I disagree with a few things, but I only talk about that with close friends and family members at Thanksgiving dinners.
Scory pours you a glass of your wine.
Well, I
And
guess
sends it
that
down.
does make us close friends now, doesn't it? I thank you for your fine glass of the sweetest red that
Just drink.
Okay.
So these warforged to the east.
Yes.
Is there any other information you have about them?
I don't know. Let me roll.
Can I make like a history roll to see?
Yeah,
if
go
I would have
make a history
knowledge?
check.
I
First
can
roll of the new season.
Oh, jeez. And it's a history check.
It's a 12.
12.
How
Nailed
sad.
it.
If I could remind you about a few
What
things
a roll.
about the Warforged, they're quite a unique race in the sense that they have a lot of.
Uh-oh.
It doesn't really matter. So it's fine.
He's
Okay.
Okay, yeah, with a
I
12.
was trying to use
what
something.
all would I know about these Warforged in the East?
So you know that the mages that kind of control the eastern region use the Warforged as soldiers. You've seen
no, that does pass.
Sorry, what?
Yes, that does pass. Sorry. New
Uh-oh.
character. I'm going to remind him
Different stats.
about how the Warforge are built and created, and in so I'm going to help him in reminding him of these unique features, and use my historian
feet.
Alex's face right now is
He has no idea what's happening.
There's some mechanics at the end of this trail somewhere.
Yes.
I
And
know. It's like he's trying
I
to find
rolled
them.
a history check and rolled a 17, which grants my friend an additional +2, and he can use advantage.
Ooh.
All right.
so better than a 13.
Roll again,
hopefully.
add a +2. So the first one was a total of 14.
So this one's a total of 16.
16. Okay. So yeah, you know that the mages to the east control a large army of Warforged. You've known of other Warforged. You fought with some. They're a fairly rare race to encounter in the kingdom. But the Warforged that the mages control are markedly different. They lack a certain kind of intelligence that other Warforged you've met have. Similar to Ball. Ball seems like a conscious, fully self-realized person,
Sentient.
where the Warforged you faced in battle tend to act a bit more like goblins,
Automatons.
almost.
Like drone.
Well, the Warforged I fought in battle against the mages, they don't have your personality, if you will. They seem more straightforward, devoid of humor or fun, for that matter.
My intelligence, obviously.
Well, I dare say I'd never met anybody quite with a personality like you, Ball, if I may say so.
Thank you.
You're a weirdo, dude.
I believe she means you're a woman, right?
What?
Are you a woman? or a girl? I keep genderizing you, but I don't know. Are you a boy or a girl?
You don't know.
Okay.
It's tough to tell.
They're
They're very
go with
young.
girl.
All right, he's gender neutral.
Just say they.
I believe what she means to say is unique.
She.
Baited.
I
Well,
believe,
I'm very unique.
I
so-
believe what they mean is unique.
Yes, when you are unsure, it is more appropriate to use they, them terms.
Just use my name. My name's Riff.
Oh, yeah, that would make more sense. You're an idiot.
You hear the door of the inn open,
Have some sarsaparilla, dummy.
and
Who's
outside
here?
It's still dark. There's a short dwarf with a well-kept beard, fine clothing on, and he kind of looks and scans the room, sees Zephyrus, and says, "Zephyrus, hello.
Will,
The
why
outs-
don't you?
The roads seem clear. We should be safe here. I've checked our surroundings."
Willem, your diligence should not go unrewarded. Barkeep, I should have you pour my man here a bottle of your finest, sweetest red wine.
Zephyrus.
Oh, yes, of course. I will do. Come, take a seat. And the dwarf comes in, sits at the other end of the table, next to Zephyrus.
I've already had the pleasure, Willem, of meeting all these fine people. This here is my man, Willem.
Good to make your acquaintance. I serve Mr. Zephyrus here with anything he needs. If you are in need of my services, let me know. I have a few skills to offer. Mainly, making sure Mr. Zephyrus stays safe.
And he is quite capable of that, I assure you.
This is your bodyguard?
I prefer to use the appropriate title of Batman.
He's your personal Batman? Is he half bat? If he is a creature of the night, I might have to slay him.
And you have to tell us.
Well, you'll have to forgive me. He is not a creature of the night, nor is he representative of any winged mammal. No, he is a manservant, if you will. He is my personal right hand, and where I come from, that has been dubbed Batman.
Ah, like a good shield brother.
Well, one could say that Willem, of course, is the best shield brother, but his duties and his loyalty to me
Duty.
goes so far beyond that.
That was in character.
The little one is correct. You did, in fact, say duty.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I like that.
Well, I personally approve of any poop joke, so I raise a glass to you. Well done. Anybody else? Poop jokes?
Zephyrus, are you in hiding? Your friend Willem here said that the roads are clear and you should be safe here.
Well, it's not exactly that I am in hiding. You see, it is that I have found myself in the most precarious of circumstances. You see, my belongings this morning, of course, the little one over here, it's past her bedtime, so perhaps...
Her?
Like I said, it is past her bedtime, and, well, I woke up this morning and all of my personal possessions had been misplaced, one way or the other. I believe that there were brigands amongst the woods that have deprived me of my personal possessions. And here I am, I find myself with not but the clothes on my back, and of course, here, my lucky pipe. And I pull out my pipe, intricately, beautifully carved with the bowl sort of in the shape of a dragon's head, and I puff on it and I say, of course, loaded with only the finest weed that this poor continent has to offer.
Dank weed.
Well, no, it is not dank.
You got some sticky nugs over there, bro?
It is not dank, Mr. Telbrun. It's whack.
Can I ask you something, Zephyr?
Mr. Telbrun, you can ask me anything you'd like.
I thought you'd say that. Have you ever done any physical work yourself?
Mr. Telbrun, I take offense to what you've said. Now, I can understand it with my fine clothes and my fine plant matter that I like to smoke at the end of a long day. Can give you
Scory grabs your hand and just looks at your palm to see if it's weathered.
Now, I can understand that my soft hands might might give you the impression I have not done a hard day's labor in my life. I assure you that is not farther from the truth. Now, while I have never plowed a tree or plowed a tree or chopped a field.
Obviously has done no work.
I am no stranger to the long road that lies ahead, and I am no stranger to the diligent.
God, you talk a lot, huh, bud?
Yes, you were saying a lot of words, but I have really heard nothing.
It takes so long.
What happened to your friend? Are you just ignoring him?
My friend Willem, by God, I cannot believe you have drank that wine as quickly as you have. Barkeep, I'm afraid that my friends are getting tired of my drawn-out stories, and I believe their glasses are in need of refill. Because, you see, anybody
Water keg.
with enough drink in their
the
system.
water keg. And
my story
refills on all of the glasses. You are already done with yours, Willem. That is very good. Let me get you another glass. The small keg, let me go downstairs. I will be right back.
Yes.
Willem, can you please tell this fine man, Mr. Telbrun here, that I am no stranger to a days of hard work?
I look straight at Willem, like dead in the eye. And what doesn't matter what he says, I'm going to do some sort of perception or whatever. Insight, yeah.
Mr. Zephyrus, well, he has other talents. That's why I'm around. I have done a fair amount of physical labor myself. I've plowed a tree and chopped a field before. I serve to supplement his skills.
What skills might those be?
Well,
I'm intrigued.
my friend, I am awfully...
Actually, Willem, why don't you say it? You talk a lot faster.
Oh, Mr. Zephyrus, he... as you can tell, is a man with many words to speak. He can weave his way in and out of many situations that I usually find myself a bit anxious about.
And
he
I
can
also...
get you into places that you never thought you could get into. That's why I travel with him.
And I also play a mean game of dice.
He does.
Interesting.
Ooh, dice.
Shall we have a friendly game of dice?
My friend, I am surprised it is taking you this long to ask.
Well, get out your dice.
What an exciting thing.
All right, I get out my dice. We play dice while other people chit-chat, I guess.
Would anyone like to arm wrestle? I love arm wrestling. Or maybe we go slap for slap. Would like to slap me in the face.
I have another question about the Warforged that you heard about and come across.
Yes, the Warforged.
There's a place called the Wastes. Is this something that rings a bell to you? Or,
It's part of the mage's domain. It's kind of the southern part of their
or
domain.
perhaps Trillion.
Oh,
T-U-R-I.
yes, that's a city in the empire. Or in the kingdom.
Perhaps if this is something you've heard about, I'm actually on my way there now.
Yeah, Tourmaline is a major market city. A lot of goods are traded there. One of the bigger cities of the Usaman Kingdom.
Would we all be familiar with the name of it?
Unless you've spent time there, and that would really only be...
Is it a coastal market,
Thanks.
or is it like...
No, it's centralized.
Okay,
It's,
then...
Am I fairly new to the kingdom, or...
Yes, your kind of only experience here in the kingdom has been your trip
cool.
down south.
If you're going to Trillium, I've been there many times. I like the market there. I buy stuff. I pick up watermelons and crush them on my head. It's hilarious. But if you would like to go to Trillium, I can go with you.
I'm always looking for another companion to come along with me, I guess.
Yes. I am recently out of duty from my service to Usama.
Really? He says duty, you don't say anything?
Oh, that's
That's
right.
pretty sweet.
I did say duty.
I was thrown off by the Usama thing. That sounds like a bad name, huh?
What else do you know about the Osama?
The kingdom for which I serve. Anything in the name of the kingdom. Even if it is morally questionable.
Morgan comes up, the innkeeper from the bottom, with a small keg. It looks like has filled with water and placed in front of you.
Yeah!
Riff.
I'm going to do a handstand. I'm going to do a water keg stand and drink it. And dunk my head in like a handstand push-up.
Okay.
Then dunk my head in there.
And you want to drink kind of the contents of the small keg.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Make an acrobatics check.
Yeah!
Is anyone concerned about this kid diving into this?
I am not. I think it is quite hilarious to watch.
Morgan seems concerned.
I myself have a problem with...
Like a 24?
24. Yeah. With minimal effort, you are upside down.
Very nice.
Oh, my Lord.
Drinking from this keg. Your head almost fully submerged.
Now,
I'm
my
going to do like
child...
push-ups as I take gulps.
Yeah.
Goodness. And as your head keeps coming up, I say, where on earth have you learned to do a trick as that?
I want to spit water in his face.
Okay.
Like as a joke. Just like,
Yeah, easy enough. Unless you want to try and dodge out of the way of it, you are now
your handkerchief.
a bit wet.
I don't dodge. I use prestidigitation to... Can I use it to dry my clothes?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I use prestidigitation to dry my clothes. And I say, now, Riff, I am sorry I had not afforded you the courtesy that I have afforded the grown-ups. I see now that you are most capable, and I offer my sincerest apologies, but there is no need to spit water in my face.
I'm like the best person to ever come out of the monastery of the Silver Song. So just think about that, okay?
The Monastery of the Silver Song?
Yep.
I can't say that I have ever heard of such a thing, but I do believe you when you use these words. Now... You know, I got to think, I am seeing now that I am amongst some of the most capable men in the kingdom of Usama right now. And, well, you see, I have to get to my home.
Yeah.
And
Is your home in Usama? This being
is it?
the innkeeper. Yes, yeah. Usama is the kingdom that was founded by the old nation of Kuningrik, where you're from.
Gotcha. Yes, that's right. My home is within the kingdom of Usama, and I was on my way there this morning when I found myself wholly and completely lost and without a proper guide. You see, now, while Willem is most doofully a capable person, myself and him have actually never been to these lands before, and you all seem to be quite handy. Now, you especially. You seem to be very capable, and now I'm seeing that Riff over here can do handstand push-ups, which is a rare feat, if I do say. Now, and you say that you, sir, are a sailor, and while I do not plan to do any sailing on my way, I find that being able to predict, navigate by the stars could be a useful talent of which to find myself with on the road. And Mr. Ball...
I love that. Mr. Ball just sounds so cool.
Did I see him use magic to dry his clothes?
Yeah, it would have been fairly obvious.
Thrak looks at you. Did you
Continue.
use magic just now?
Mr. Wolf, yes, I did. I used...
You're a magic user, are you?
Well, yes, I am a magic user. I'd use the mana spell which to dry my clothes with.
Where in Usama are you heading, perhaps? To the south to join the other mages? To fight the kingdom? Are you a dirty mage?
And he stands.
Whoa, Thrak!
I take no...
I jump on top of his little his keg thing or whatever and put my hands on his chest. I'm like,
Gotcha,
whoa,
yep.
We're all cool.
I barely feel you.
That's true. You are like 5 feet shorter than him.
That's why I'm standing on the keg.
Riff and Mr. Wolf, there is no need to come to blows over this. I bear no association with the mages of the kingdom of Usama.
Okay. Just checking.
And Morgan
And
kind
I
of
slap his chest. I'm like,
it's
yeah, bud.
If one of the mages of the south here were in my inn, there would be many things happening as opposed to a friendly getting to know each other.
What is that?
Yes, but
Is there a problem with those mages?
Sorry, what was that?
Is there a problem with those mages?
A problem with the mages?
Is there a problem with them mages?
Well,
You're trying to do like a New Zealand accent. You're fucking.
it's like
Don't make
12
fun of
beers
him.
deep.
Don't make fun of him. I'm loving this.
it's fantastic.
so hard.
No. I love it so
Don't
much,
make
dude.
fun of it because I'm going to keep on working on
Yeah,
it.
it's
It's going to
great,
go
man.
better.
Nice, we love it.
Wherever it lands is going to be gorgeous.
Just watch more like What We Do in the Shadows. Like get those voices.
yeah.
Well, I'm thinking like Peep Show is kind of where I want to go.
Yeah,
but,
all
we'll
right.
see. We'll see what happens. Anyway,
It depends on where you're living at the moment. The mages have controlled the southern part of the island here, Quelinia, for quite some time, long before the kingdom was established. The kingdom, though, it seems, is really putting it to the mages this time around. If you've read your history books, the kingdom has tried to move further south at least 4 times and has never made progress. The mages have pushed them back every time. But in the past few months, I've seen more Warforged destroyed, more war than I've ever seen in my life. That's why a little hole-in-the-wall tavern like mine doesn't see much business anymore. The front lines are fairly close.
You guys got great water.
Mr.
Oh,
Ball,
thank you. It comes from a spring just to the west of the mountains.
I love it.
Mr. Ball. Now, if the Warforged are busy fighting a war of which they were forged for, why are you here and not out fighting said war?
You're the best, dude.
well, I've been contacted to find out a little more information about why these Warforged are acting so unusual. I don't know. Perhaps this fighting is a little unusual for them, but maybe I could learn a little more.
You know, I find now that the reason of which you should accompany for is, well, I have a big old empty house within the kingdom of Usama, and
Brag.
yes, I am bragging about my big old empty house, Riff. Where do you come from? A big old cardboard box in a back alley somewhere? Whoa.
From the monastery, dude.
A monastery I have never heard of.
Yeah, because you can't find it unless it's during the day. And even then,
When it's light outside and I can use my 2 eyes.
yeah, when you use your peepers.
It sounds like a big empty house is very lonely.
Well,
You need friends.
and that is exactly what I'm trying to get at, Mr. Wolf. I thank you for cutting to the chase for me. I find that you are in need of some information on the Warforged and the goings abouts of the Kingdom of Uzuma. And, well, I find myself with an empty house and, well, no guide to get there. And while I think that y'all would be a great help in getting me there, perhaps you all could accompany me to my estate and perhaps you could use it as a forward mustering ground for your investigation into whatever be happening with the Warforged down
Do you
in
have
the
water
south.
there?
Well, I have never been there, but I assume that it is capable of sustaining
Awesome.
life.
Do you have books there?
I have never been there, but my family is big on literature.
Awesome. I'll go.
Awesome, yes, we have a forward camp for our new campaign. Let us begin a new war. Yes!
Oh, that sounds very exciting, you all. If you don't mind, is there anything else you all need before you turn in for the night?
Well, I am going
I've got a
need
bit of bread on the counter, some cheese.
a
Riff,
warm,
please don't eat.
I've got a bit of work to do, but
Okay.
I'll be fine.
a piece
Thank
of warm buttery bread while
I will have a
Well-
water to go.
What did you Riff,
Up to my room.
Of course. If I could bother you all for one favor, though.
one favor.
There's always
we
a
are
catch,
good for.
right?
Mr. Morgan, you have been a most gracious host, and of course we are in your debt.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I have a little errand I need to run.
You want
just
us to kill rats
the
in a basement
south.
somewhere?
Well, I do have a rat problem in the basement, but
perhaps.
it's fine. It's one or two of them.
Well below my pay grade.
But I have an errand I need to run, and you are all taking up all of my rooms for tonight.
Right.
I don't need to be here. If you could watch over the inn for me, make sure no one comes in, steals bottles of wine, I would be most appreciative. If you do this for me, a bottle for each of you. A keg of water.
Yes.
Well,
if you need.
I am most happy to do this for you. If it is a matter of taking up all of your rooms, I think that I can find it within myself to bunk up with Mr. Wolf over here.
Oh, no. You are all set. You each have a room. I just have no extras, so I don't need
One
more
question.
patrons.
Is this place haunted?
It's never been haunted.
All right, I'll allow it.
All right.
But are you sure that Mr. Wolf and I don't have to share quarters, share a bed even?
No, Wolf, you have your own room. You and Mr. Willem have the master suite.
Of course. How could I forget, Mr. Willem?
And Willem's about like 4 drinks in. He's just like leaning back and just kind of looking over everyone.
Willem, I dare say if you drink too much more, you'll be sleeping in the bed alone tonight.
Thrak looks like he's a kicker, huh? When he sleeps?
Yes, I thrash. I thrash quite a bit in bed. I have slain many of my companions, because I've thrashed too much.
Mr. Morgan.
That is why, during the war and those many campaigns, they had to put me in my own tent on the edge of the forward camp. It was very lonely. I cried a lot, but also screamed in rage!
Well, I assure you, you do not have to be alone while we are traveling together. Now, Mr. Morgan, you can rest assured that we will watch over your fine establishment. The Shooting Star Inn is safe in our hands. I assure you, we are most capable.
Yes,
Thank you
if
so
anyone
much.
shall come in and cause a ruckus.
If you need, me and Chain could stay down here in the quarters and keep an eye out.
I mean, as long as no one's here past, midnight, there shouldn't be travelers on the road looking for a place to stay. Just make sure no one comes in and steals things. I'd rather give a bottle to each of you than have all my bottles stolen by criminals.
That's fair.
I'm sensing some foreshadowing in the campaign adventure for the next episode. Maybe.
If criminals shall enter here, they will be met with my axe.
That is what I am hoping for.
Yes, I will.
And they'll be
Yes.
met with my
First person I
nunchucks.
Nunchucks.
And I pull
What is
them out
a
and I start...
nunch- Oh, wow. Those are going everywhere.
Yeah.
And that is a most
Amazing.
excellent display. I'm getting the feeling that we are all students of violence that will visit upon any criminal who enters these premises.
Amazing. Thank you. I will gather my things, and he puts on a nice warm coat. He takes a bottle from behind the counter that he kind of stows for himself, and he puts a hat on, tips it to you all, and says, well, good night. And like I said, I will make breakfast in the morning for you all. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem.
And Dora, bless you there, Mr. Morgan.
Oh, well, thank you. And that's it.
Well done.
That's yeah.
End of episode 1.
End of episode 1. Thank you.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to episode 1. This has been the first episode. Alex, new DM, very fantastic. This is the start of season 4, and to Alex's right, we have
Dash is Thrakis.
Bentley Michaels as Riff Night Meadow.
And here you have, Rhett is Zephyrus.
No last name?
Nope.
Okay.
Like
Caleb
Cher.
as Scory Telbrun.
And Milo is Ball.
Mr. Ball.
And Alex is your new DM. Thank you very much.
Grab your swords and keep on adventuring.
Follow us across all platforms with Chaotic Amateurs. Please subscribe, rate, and review our show on your podcast app of choice to help us climb the charts and find new adventurers. Or become a patron on Patreon to help our heroes continue their quest. Thank you for listening to Chaotic Amateurs.